Hear the voice of the bard, who present, past, and future sees, whose ears have heard the holy word, that walked amongst the ancient trees, calling the lapse so, and weeping in the evening dew, that might control the starry pole, and fallen light renew. O earth, return, arise out of the dewy grass. Night is worn, and the morn rises from the slumberous mass. Turn away no more, while without turn away. The starry floor, the watery shore, is given thee to the break of day. Good to be with you, my friends. It is I, your spiritual entertainer, nothing more, nothing less, with the Knight to Pentangles in the background here, for your entertainment leisure. And it's good to see the servant of Anubis, first to arrive today to be in with spiritual entertainment. And the demon, there's a demon in the chat for all of your satanic needs. Demon here. Keep your eyes open. Good to see you. And Derek Bandoverman is here. Good to have you here. And Jerry Ginger. Jerry Ginger. Good to see you. J Master Jizzle on the bass. Good to see you, our friend. And you're throwing sausage and eggs and cheese and biscuits at everyone today. The demon is in the chat making your favorite breakfast things. Let's see here. Where are we at? Yeah, spiritual entertainment. I mean, yesterday was a long day. Today's going to be a long day, 10-hour day. In the middle of the day, we had a community request. They wanted me to play Arcanium. Now, I've never played through it. It's an older Troika game from the 2000s. And I've had to mod it because it won't run on my computer. My computer is too damn powerful. I got like the second fastest graphics card machine that's available right now. And it won't run these older games. So I had to mod. I don't know how it's going to work out. It's really trying to get it to run on OBS is really difficult. So we'll see how that works out later. Hopefully we won't have any problems, right? But we can always go to something else if it gets too difficult. Zergzeg, yes. Zergzeg wanted me to play Arcane, and hopefully we'll work out my graphics issues later on. My computer's just too damn powerful to run some of this older stuff, right? But I downloaded the mod that helps make it high definition, but I'm still having trouble. It is still glitching, but we'll see how it runs. Let's see. Yeah, I think I owned it in the past before there was a mod, and I returned it to Steam because it wouldn't run on my computer. Good morning, Daniel the Whaley. And Shimshu Anu. Good to see you, Shimshu Anu. Good to have you here. For your entertainment, leisure in the morning, it is I, your bard. Okay. Gabe is here. How do you know you're a gay at a gay picnic when all the hot dogs? Oh, you're terrible. You are a terrible person. Yeah, leave my homosexuality out of this. First world problems. Yeah, certainly. Yeah. Steampunk is an interesting. I haven't done much on it. You got the steampunk, and they usually blend a little Cthulhu in that stuff, right? I would imagine. Most steampunk, they have this horror to a lot of it, right? Dude in Free is here. Yeah, Dude in Free is here. Jenny, my favorite bearded lady, is here. Good to see you, Jenny. Good to have you here for your entertainment leisure. Our good friend Jenny, great friend. And the Jungle Vagina. Look, the Jungle Vagina is here. You have a banana. How appropriate, right? Oh my. And our Krishna friend is here. Good to see you. Hare Krishna, my friend. Good to have you here. Pray, great Lord Krishna is in the chat. Yeah. John 666, good to see you. Infinite love. Hail to the bard. Good to have you. Don't forget, my friends, as you're coming in, to go up and touch the like button there, right? You never know what the goddess will bring in here. All kinds of activities happen here every day. I don't plan any of this. Like I will plan perhaps, like yesterday I talked about farming and how sacred it is and how wonderful we have to return to seeing the farmer as the spiritual person rather as the guy who has all the intelligence, right? I mean like intelligence in terms of book knowledge, right? You think the spiritual people are the ones that have the degrees. It's the people who work with the land. Those are the spiritual people. Now, our indigenous friends have always known this. We have forgotten that the real spiritual people are the ones that can give you real life from the very land that is beneath your feet. That is the spirituality that we are so hungering for today, right? A unity with the land. You won't be able to do 7 days next winter. You're getting a new leg. All right, no problem. We'll see you the week after, right? The week after. Now, tomorrow evening, Wednesday evening, we're having 7 Days to Die community stream. I have the server that can hold 16 players. So if you're interested, the code word is barred. The lowercase, the server is barred. The word to get in is barred. That's tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's see here. If you believe in the New Testament, Jesus couldn't be. Oh, we got the clankers already here this morning. The clankers are already going. Vixens on clanker patrol. The Christian clankers are here already. Yeah, Tuesdays is always wild, right? It's like Tuesdays is like church. So for some of these people here. Wraith Outdoors, good to have you here for your entertainment leisure, my friend. Goodwin already got moderated. How unfortunate. This guy's a crackhead. What if I was? Do you think that is helpful to me? What if I was addicted to drugs, like crack cocaine? Do you think you're being helpful to me as a human being? I don't find what you're doing helpful at all, right? And you got to get to work, my friend. Take care, Demon. Thank you for stopping in and sharing your presence with us. We appreciate you very much. You like crack? Look at you. the industrial vagina loves all kinds of substances, right? Kyle, you have returned. Kyle's tries to troll, but he does it like on a third grade level. You really have to amp up your trolling techniques. Now, industrial vagina could teach you a few things about adult trolling, right? Maybe a little necrophilia in your life will do you some well. Go take a visit to Iceland. You love to the turtle. Jenny wants to see the tortoise. I was waiting for my wife to leave. As I walk her out, I will grab the tortoise and be back with you. I think she's leaving in like 15 minutes. If you're still around, you will see the tortoise, my friends. And another Krishna friend here. Good to see you. Anno na mas. Good to have you here. What are your dietary instructions? I don't have any. I don't have a religion. So I'm not. The idea that your gods care about what you eat. Do you see how silly that is? How does it benefit a deity if you're eating a piece of bacon, right? Now I understand the idea for, like, for instance, the ancient Jewish people. They were trying to be different from other people. They were trying to show that they are unique from other nations around them. They eat a certain way, they dress a certain way, they live a certain way. That was a way to demonstrate their spirituality. But there's really nothing wrong with eating anything, really, right? Why not our good friend from the mountains? Why not our wonderful large brother? Do I believe in God? No, I don't. I know God. I don't need to believe in it. Girl Jamie, nice to see you, our good friend. Girl Jamie, good to have you here for your entertainment leisure. Good morning, Dr. Midgie. Good to have you here. You're going to have donuts for breakfast? Look at you. Yeah, well, as long as you're not doing what that guy did the other day, he was putting donuts on his ding-a-ling, telling us about it. Kyle's full of anger and has a small penis. Yeah, probably. What is this about? Spiritual entertainment. I mix comedy and spirituality together here every day. Don't forget to touch the like button up there. And we do other fun stuff, different types of games like Dungeons and Dragons. Tomorrow night, 7 Days to Die. You got 7 days to die. Come play with us, right? We'll have a good time killing zombies and stuff. Oh, my. Your cloak appears about 4 sizes too small. You think so? You think it is? I think it is short. I mean, it's perfect, but it's not long enough. The ones that are usually you buy online don't consider the fact. I'm a giant. I'm like 6'4", 200 pounds. I am a giant. And unfortunately, most of the cool stuff online is for the little people, not for the big people. So I have to make do with what I'm given, right? God is dead, yeah. Christians killed him, right? Christians created a version of God who is like far away from the world. And we don't need him anymore, right? The Christians killed their God. And that's how I interpret Nietzsche, right? RPGs, my friend. Let's see here. Look, thank you. Let's see. You wear glasses. I love them. I could see clear with them. Yeah, I started going blind when I was 40. I used to have 20/20 vision. And then when you're older, for whatever reason, your eyesight just begins to go to the shit point, right? Hell is here on earth, maybe for you. I'm living in heaven right now. I have a wonderful experience with my environment. I go out to my grove every week. There's heaven, right? I don't need to. Now, difficult things happen in your life, but that doesn't qualify. Hell is really what you make your life out to be. Right? You can be living in a heaven or hell. You are the master of the ship, right? Oaken Hill Hermit, good to see you, our good friend. I'm a weirdo, Scott. Well, why are you watching me? If I'm a weirdo, why are you here, dumbass? Do I use deodorant? Natural deodorants, yes. I don't like. Now, I do use like Mitchum is like the most powerful deodorant, right? But it has aluminum in it. I don't like using it unless I'm like going somewhere, like if I have to go somewhere important. I usually use the natural deodorants for most of the time. You like my cloak? Thank you. That's very nice of you to say. Hindus who eat meat are distracted from God and our scripture. Well, that's a generalization. Not all Hindus are the same. The only thing that really matters in Hinduism is not what you eat. It's trying to find that liberation, escaping samsara, finding moksha, right? Now, if you don't want to eat meat to get to that place, that's the way you want to be, be creative. But not all Hindus are the same. There is no Hindu scripture, right? One scripture for Hindu is different in each village, right? You have the Rig Vedas, right? But they don't read it like Christians do, right? Hinduism is the most diverse religious experience in human history. There is no dogma. There's no scripture, right? You have like the Bhagavad Gita really is that was brought about by the English occupation. Hindus wanting to be like the English, right? They wanted their Bible. So what do we get? The Bhagavad Gita out of the Mahabharata, right? You have all of these several books, that would take you a lifetime to read. And they chose the Bhagavad Gita to, and they have this idea of Trinity. This is really an illusion created by scholarship that Hindus have a Trinity. They don't have a Trinity, right? Now, that is all stuff to try to be like the English. That all came from occupation, right? Let's see here. You want a case of nuts in your mouth, Scott? Is that what you're giving them? Oh, man. Well, not for me. Not for me. Let's see here. Where are we at? Hindus are not the same, but eating meat is wrong, karma. Yeah, you can't prove any of that stuff. Yeah, the idea of eating meat causing a difficult for you, you can't prove any of that, right? You can eat all the meat you want and be a wonderful person, and have the greatest experience of life. See, what you're doing is no different than a fundamentalist Christian, right? Saying, I can't or you can't. You're being a gatekeeper, right? You don't have to be like that. You're not hurting Krishna's feelings if you have a hamburger, right? Yeah, seek help, Scott, right away. Tell him, girl Jamie can hook you up with some good meds, right? Let's see here. What is the purpose of life? I don't know. Do you? All I know is it's rooted in being loved, finding yourself in the other. That is your destiny. When you are experiencing love, you're at your fullest potential, right? Everything else fades away. Love is the only thing that matters in the end, right? Good to see you, Viper. Good to have you here. Amber, heat on. Amber's heat is on today. Are you in heat, Amber? You got an appetite for love, right? You know the song, my friends, right? I don't want to get into the lyrics there. Can you explain the meaning of the painting in the back? It's the Knight of Pentacles. It is a tarot card. It's about being industrious, in my opinion. Now, I don't read tarot. I like the art. And this, I think, is a beautiful representation of my ancestors, the Celts, the beauty of it. So that's why I have it in the background. This man seems very wise. I try to be. What do you think of the spirituality of hanging from hooks? I think those people are nuts. Yeah. Anything that draws spirituality out of harming yourself, I think is a terrible spirituality. You're like these crazy ass Christians like Opus Dei, beating themselves with whips and shit. I think that is a terrible. Yeah. When I was a Catholic, I got thrown under the bus by the conservative branch of Catholicism. I used to be like the best kind of Catholic you could be. Completely did everything they wanted to. I mean, this happened probably about 10 or 15 years ago. And, when blogging was popular. And I was talking to a popular community of bloggers about how St. Rose of Lima was a lunatic. She was certainly a saint and holy and wonderful, right? You could be a lunatic and be close to God. You're not separated from God. What she did to her face, I went to St. Rosa Lima's house when I went to Lima, Peru. And I was horrified at all of the torture devices that she would do because she hated herself. Someone said she was beautiful. She took some peppers and rubbed them on her face and burnt her face. That is mental illness. That is not something. Now, they wanted to celebrate this as this woman was a holy, holy saint for doing that, hating herself. Even St. Francis, one of the most famous Catholic saints, he says he hated his flesh. That is a terrible, terrible belief system. Everything about you, from your head to your toe, is wonderful. And you should not be destroying it. It is an instrument to love the world around you. And it's terrible when you have these spiritualities harming themselves. It is a fake and phony spirituality, and it's a terrible. Now, asceticism is not the torture of yourself. Ascetic, like fasting. Now, fasting, you have to understand that your body, everything you are, operates on energy. Your energy, it flows throughout your body and to different processes, like the way you think. And a lot of our energy goes into our stomach. We're always thinking about our food. So what fasting does is it appropriates that energy to your spiritual center, what's the fathers of Christianity would call your noose, the center of what you are, the eye of your soul. So asceticism is a reappropriation of the energies. That's why when people fast, if you've ever fasted for spiritual reasons, your sensitivity is what? Way up, right? You're able to hear the divine more accurately because you have taken these energies that have gone to your stomach and you have placed them back in the heart, right? That is what asceticism does. Asceticism doesn't torture you. Asceticism is just a application of the energies in your body. You're like, you want to fast. This is kind of trivial, but people say, I want to fast from television. All of your energy is going to the television. Now you have brought your energy back into yourself, right? You are the fathers called this noetic energy. The Greeks, they called it the noose is the center of your being, the eye of your soul. And when you come into this world, you lose that center. You start entering a survival mode, right? Your energy is scattered to all of these things, right? You develop these addictions in life. Your energy becomes scattered. And the point of spirituality in this tradition of what's called Hesychism is to bring all of that energy back to your center, right? Where you can see as you should see, hear as you should hear. So that is the point of asceticism. It is not to hurt yourself. It is to heal yourself. Let's see here. Save the orcs. Yes, Daniel. Oh, our Roblox Christian friend is here. He's going to save us. I'm not leaving my Minecraft server, sir, for your Roblox Christianity. It just isn't happening. Sorry. Krishna bless me so that if possible, I want to come to your divine abode. Why can't you be with Krishna now? Why are you waiting for Krishna? You should be experiencing Krishna now, right? You don't have to wait for Krishna. You don't have to wait for Jesus. You don't have to wait for your divinity. You don't have to wait for Valhalla. It's all here now. When you begin to see it, right? In going back to asceticism in Hinduism, right? In not eating meats and things of that nature. You're bringing the energies back into your experience. All of these scattered energies, you're centering them so you could see the divinity now, right? You don't need to wait for Krishna. Krishna is now. Don't wait, my friends. Don't live in escapism. There's too much escapism in religion. You should be experiencing divinity now in your family, in your friends, in your environment, and the things you do. There's no separation from divinity. What separates us is how we perceive. We have been taught not how to perceive for whatever reason, right? I'm certain there's beings in this world that don't want you to see, right? Because when you begin to see, you take away their power over the world. What Jesus said, my kingdom is not of this world. He's talking about these assholes who are running the world here, that there's a greater power present here in our midst. The kingdom of God is in your midst if you want to see it, if you want to participate in it. Oh, man, I forgot to go down. I wanted to do a garbage man ASMR. The garbage man is here. I wanted to go down and record that. That's going to be my next ASMR if I can catch a garbage truck. Garbage truck ASMR, right? Let's see here. I got to walk my wife out, and I'm going to grab the tortoise real quick, my friends. Let's see here. Don't touch me there. Oh, my tortoise good. So many fans. Good picture, right? Oh, here she comes, my friends. The tortoise is coming. The tortoise is coming. Oh, look at that. Where's Jenny? Are you still on? My friend Jenny, here you go. There she is. Look at her. Isn't she adorable? You see her? This is a beautiful creature, right? Now, the beauty of this creature, you are the one that draws it out, right? The creature draws that experience out of you. That experience of beauty would not manifest if you weren't able to perceive it, right? Animals draw that out of you. They draw that experience out of you. You see how wonderful she is? She's just relaxed right now. She's just relaxed. Oh, there you go. There's your back scratchers. There's your back scratchers, madam. Yeah, the power of the animal, right? We want to love them. We want to share ourselves with them. They draw that out of you, right? Think of your humanity, the special gift that we have of drawing the beauty out of the world, the alchemy, right? When two things meet, the human and the tortoise here, what happens? Beautiful things, right? Love happens. The union of the two, right? You see that? This is alchemy right here. All right. Back to your heat lamp, my tortoise. Back to your heat lamp. Here it goes. Sorry for that. Spiritual entertainment, my friends. 7 days a week. Spiritual entertainment. Don't forget, as you're coming in, to go up and touch the like button, my friends. I do this for a living, and I appreciate people who give that a touchy. I want to get that to 100 today. Help about out. Spiritual entertainment. You love me, Johnny? Yes, I have many lovers. I have many, many lovers. Love is all you need. Yeah. Yeah. You're a powerful sorcerer, and I can turn you into stone. You're just trying to get me hard, aren't you, you pervert? You are a pervert. Yeah. Whore creation to them. It's you again. Yes, and it's you again. You're going to annoy the shit out of us today? The Bible says no one will know the rapture happens, and Christians are so self-centered that they somehow know it. Yeah, the rapture to me is a scam created by the church. The idea of no one knows the hour I come like a thief in the night is really a fear tactic to get you to behave. I don't think Jesus said that shit at all. He only comes for those who are looking for him. That's to scare you into behavior. Now, think about that for a moment. If you are a father and you have children whom you love very much, are you going to leave them behind? Even if they're terrible, you will certainly reach out to them. This is a fear tactic. The idea of Jesus coming like a thief in the night is a scam created by Christians to make their followers afraid. It's not how real fathers operate in the world. You don't leave people behind, right? You do not do that. No matter how terrible they are, you do not leave them behind. This is a scare and fear tactic used by Christians to get you to behave, right? We love RPGs, certainly. What are you doing to Q-tips? You're not supposed to put those in your backside. That's for like makeup and your ear cleaning and shit like that. They don't even put those in your ears, right? They say not to do that. Tron, good to have you here. You chant the name of Lord Krishna 1,000 times a day and 7 hours a week because it is told in the scriptures. Yeah, why can't you just say it once? Why do you need to do it 1,000 times? See, you should question these things. Do you think Lord Krishna needs you to say it 1,000 times? You're being controlled. Hinduism is not immune from control tactics. The Bhagavad Gita is a wonderful and terrible book, just like the Bible. There's some terrible, terrible things in there. For instance, when Krishna and the charioteer, what's his name, Raja or whatever his name, he wants to fulfill his duty as a warrior. You could go and murder those people. It's no big deal. They'll just keep coming back. I mean, that's terrible. And you have the caste system, in the Bhagavad Gita. These are terrible things that you should criticize, right? But when you're enslaved to a religious ideology, an institution, you do everything they're saying. There's no religion in the world that is not pure in terms of control, right? And the caste system was empowered by the Bhagavad Gita. And it's a terrible and wicked thing that many Hindus recognize as evil. Let's see here. What are Q-tips for? I don't know. Tron, what's going on, my friend? Yeah. You see horrible politics. You wake up after death, a battle. Yeah. Yeah. This shit keeps going on, right? The fire keeps burning, as Billy Joel said, right? You are the Baptist guy from the Bible, John. You are John, the ghost-busting Baptist. Wounds from foreign bodies. At least you know your stuff. Well, I'm an entertainer. I should know these things. Like, my friends, subscribe, like and subscribe. Join. You see the join button? If you join, you can be with us tomorrow when we play 7 Days to Die. We play games together. We share recipes. We talk about religion and spirituality and chanting and mantras and tarot cards, everything. We have a wonderful community with Christians, Muslims, Jews, pagans, atheists, all together having a good time together, right? You are a Hindu, or you're welcome here. I love Hinduism. Parvati for me. Parvati is my goddess. Let's see here. Where are we at? It's not, the caste system is not mentioned. And yeah, you can make excuses for it all you want to. It's certainly historical. It is certainly there. And it's terrible. And you can't exist its historical presence. Your scriptures are not pure, sir. Nothing is pure when we get our hands on it. You know, I love Hinduism, but there's no religion that you cannot criticize, right? We should always be purifying our religions. We should always be trying to make them better, right? We should not say scripture. Once you start saying scripture, you've created a dogma. You've created a rope around your foot where it doesn't allow you to continue in your creativity, right? Let's see here. This is a discussion on religion and its critiques. It's entertainment. You could take whatever I say or don't take, right? Yeah, let's see here. It's a Vanya system. You can call it whatever you want. I mean, you can't deny the history of it. I mean, it's a terrible thing. You can call it whatever you want. A lot of modern Hindus don't like it, right? You can call it whatever you want to. It's present in your history. It's a terrible and evil thing, right? And you go back 500 years ago, everyone was a part of it. Modern Hinduism has grown up, right, and realized their own bullshit, right? You go back 500 years ago, there's no one questioning the caste system at all. So all of your insights that you're sharing here are all modern creations, right? Every religion has a critique. Yeah. Patrick, I am Patrick Subconscious. You're doing quite well. You're doing quite well. Always take the good, scrap the bad. Yeah, that's how you should be doing everything. Whatever philosophies are in the world, religions, whatever, you take the bad and you take the good and screw the rest of it. Once you start saying, I am this, you're stuck. And then you have to make excuses like Christians do for their bullshit in the Bible, right? Let's see here. I'm an entertainer and a comedian. Yeah, that's what I am. You have a robe, not a wizard's cloak. You got to get the appropriate cloak, right? If you're going to operate here. All of my community members wear cloaks, not robes, not capes. It is a cloak. If you want to be a part of our community, the first initiation ritual after we circumcise you is that we give you a cloak. Let's see here. The true answer is to trust your inner knowing. Well, sometimes our inner knowing is pretty shitty, right? You have to always be refining your perception. Sometimes the way we're programmed to know is inappropriate. And it's really a miracle to come out of that, right? There's moments when we are given sight that an outer force allows us to see. You know, people call that enlightenment. They call it being born again, so on and so forth, right? It's really a gift to be able to see, right? Oh, let's see. You're a girl, so only a cloak for you. Oh, that's good. Yeah, cloaks for you. Yeah. Krishna, grant my wishes. Oh, Krishna, Naham. Yeah. Yeah. Krishna's always on your side. Okay? There's no need for wish making. You have to understand that the ultimate force in the universe, whatever you want to call it, when you're not thinking about Krishna, Krishna's thinking about you. Krishna's always on your side, right? Taoists believe in improving the system. I don't know. I'm not a Taoist. I'm not a Taoist. Oh, that you wear a black suede waistcoat. Cloaks are nice too, though. Look at you. You got Oaken Hill Hermit here. Mick Lovin is here. You like your hamburger, sir, right? Your hamburgers for Christ is on here. The hamburger that converted to Christianity. He is no longer stealing the hamburgers. He has come pronouncing the good news upon us. Do you think rich elites really worship Satan? I think that's bullshit, right? I think it's people like to make up stuff, right? There's certainly evil powers in the world that are being influenced. There's no doubt about that, but they're not. It's not like they would say with the tinfoil hat groups, like you have this evil cabal, right? There's no like unity in terms of the dark side. There's no like arch overlord organizing everything. You have beings always in contention, always about properties. You know, the idea of a Satan running everything is really ridiculous, right? Thank you, McLovin. Go get your cheeseburger. I am one of them, probably. Yeah. Ellie Elu, good to see you. You're no longer. What happened to your? You changed your name back again. You changed your name back again, or is this a different account? There's many different incarnations of Ellie here. You didn't like your other name, or is that a different account? Well, it's quite amazing and scary for me to see that you are questioning upon Hinduism, while you have not even that single of our texts, or call it a caste system. Yeah, you can believe your own bullshit all you want to, right? You can believe all you want to. Go back 500 years. No one's talking like you. The caste system has always been around. No one questioned it until modern, in the past 100 years or so. No one questioned that shit. You know what really threw a wrench in it was Mother Teresa. Now, there was a smear program against her. You could believe what you want. You go to India, you ask local people about Mother Teresa. You will find that she was wonderful, that she pulled people that were in the garbage. The caste system is still around. It's just not a legal reality anymore. People still operate. You won't find a Brahmin going and dating someone on the bottom of the caste. I mean, it's very much still around. It's just not in the law of Hindu people anymore. It's a very much reality. Now, you can defend your bullshit all you want to. It's part of your history, right? You don't have a pure religion. No one does. Sorry to tell you that. The meaning behind the background imagery, it is the Knight of Pentangles. It's a tarot card. That's all it is. The deer knight holding the pentacle. You like it? Yeah. Johnny's a creep, probably. We have a goal to chant the Hare Krishna 30 million times to destroy every single bad and good karma. Yeah. Why can't you just do it one time? Why not just one time? Why do you need to do it so many times? This is all religious programming, right? The idea that you must do it so many times enslaves you to a system, right? Christian doesn't need you to say it 30 million times. Christian doesn't need to say it at all. Krishna is present. Being present as Krishna to the world is all you really need to do. Anyone can chant. not everyone could live, right? Krishna would rather you going out and helping the poor than chanting all day long, right? That's what Krishna would want from you, sir. It's easy to have all these rules and traditions, isn't it? I say the chant all day long. It's unneeded, unnecessary, right? Am I a Republican? No, I'm not into politics at all. I don't want to be enslaved. Yeah. Lauren, nice to see you, our good friend Lauren. Good to have you here. Is there a specific meaning to the rabbit on your staff? Yeah, the rabbit is my spirit totem animal. I have rabbits. I own rabbits, and they have taught me about the nature of animals and how the power of love. So the rabbit is very important. It's also a symbol of my ancestral goddess, Keridwen. It's a symbol of Taliesin turned into a rabbit, right? How do I practice? Do you do rituals? No, I don't. How I practice my spirituality is I'm trying to love people unconditionally. And that's a difficult thing for me to do. I'm just starting to do it in my life, and with my family and the people around me. I'm very new to it. I have like certain people I've said, well, I'm going to love you no matter what. I find it very challenging to do because I'm not used to it. I'm used to loving myself. I'm not used to loving other people unconditionally. So this is a very new thing for me. Do I have a crush on Lola the bunny? Yes, I do. Chungus for me. Rabbits are amazing creatures. Yeah. It's sad to see them eradicated as pests. Well, you have the chaotic nature of, like where I am, we have bog bunnies. And they're eaten by alligators, right? There's a chaotic nature. When you tame the chaos, you bring it to a new place, right? So my rabbits that are domesticated, they are of a different experience than the rabbit. We would be no different than wild animals had not people loved us, right? The contact with parents, the contact with family, the contact with other human beings changes us, right? We receive a culture of love from our parents, even if it's imperfect. There's still a presence there within society, right? The idea of becoming feral is a real possibility, right? We're one step away from being feral, right? If my parents leave me out in the wilderness, I'm no longer like you. I'm operating in the chaotic once again, right? There have been people that have found feral children and who have tried to bring them in. And that the way their mentality is, they are limited, right? When you find an animal at a young age and you start loving it, it takes on a new experience, right? It becomes part of you and you become part of it, right? If you get an animal later on, like my rabbits are somewhat feral. They were inbred and they're not like the bunnies you see on YouTube that are nice and stuff, right? They're beautiful and they love me in their own way, but they still retain some of that chaotic nature in them. The same thing with my tortoise. My tortoise, she is probably about 4 years old, right? She's not like the tortoises that run around your kitchen and on skateboards and stuff. She loves me in her own way, and I love her in her own way, right? Bog bunnies are giants? No. Bog bunnies are really small. They got really tiny ears. They can get pretty big, but they usually don't last because they're eaten by the hawks or the alligators around my house. There's a balance to the food chain around here, right? Yeah. One day we'll escape this cycle of food chain when we learn to participate in energy in more efficient ways. The animal kingdom, as it grows and expands, and we will be able to participate in energy in a more efficient way where we won't need to consume one another, right? That is our greatest weakness, right? is the need to consume one another. And one day we're going to grow out of that. Now, if you're a vegan, you are living in a prophetic lifestyle right now, because that's the future, right? I think veganism is a beautiful thing when it's not guilt and shame of others. When you have decided, I'm going to live this way for my spirituality. And I think that is commendable for people who do that. I'm not a vegan. I practiced veganism when I was a Christian like in the Orthodox Church, in the Eastern churches. During the period of Lent, they do not eat meat or dairy products. Why? Right? They fast during this time because they're participating in the future. The kingdom of God for them is the animals are all your friends. Isaiah chapter 11 in the Bible says that animals will be in the kingdom of God. So what do you have in this fast of the Eastern Church? They are living the future, right? They're living in a prophetic way. That's to me what a vegan can do. And when they're not into the guilt and shame of others, when they're living in a prophetic way, that invites people into your experience, right? I'm very unfortunate, most vegans I've met are dicks, and they want to make you feel terrible, but they're hypocrites at the same time. Why are they hypocrites? Because they're participating in an economy that's based on meat eating. If you want to truly live the vegan lifestyle, you have to live in the forest. You cannot participate in society, because society is based on what? Eating meat, right? I'm fake. Oh, look at someone has a little wiener in the chat. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about your penis, sir. I'm not a miracle worker. We cannot do on time because the power of mantra needs to be invoked. That's why it's not restriction but rules. Yeah, rules that you create for yourself. Now, I love mantras. I use one myself sometimes when my mind is scattered. We call it the Awen. My sacred word is Awen. That is my sacred word. Now, do I need to do it? No. The idea that you need to do anything by a deity shows how powerless and pathetic your religion is. When a deity requires something of you, you're making Krishna look pathetic when you say, I must do this for Krishna. Krishna doesn't need you to do anything. Doesn't need you to do anything. All will be with the one Lord. If the one Lord is truly a Lord and loving and is the ultimate reality, you don't have to live in fear. You don't have to let religion control you, right? Fundamentalism, unfortunately, is a part of every type of religion in the world. We've seen it here, like all the time, right? Oh, let's see here. Ellie, absolutely correct. You only respect vegans who don't eat processed fake food. Chemistries. Good to see you again. Yeah. You can't escape the system. You cannot escape the system. It's commendable and it's very healthy lifestyle, right? I've gone to vegan restaurants. I've enjoyed the meals. They're very filling. But the guilt and the shame that you put on others, you are living in an illusion, because your whole society, the people who put power in your home are meat eaters. You cannot escape that. We're not there yet as a species, right? Let's see here. The God doesn't reach down. They're about that. We have to rise up. That's why we do rites, not for the gods, but for us. Yeah, for you, right? It's like peeling an orange, right? When you've got to the center of the orange peels, right? You don't need to do the ritual anymore. You're participating in the mystery, right? That's how Saint Teresa of Avila coined the mystical experience. You keep doing the prayers, the rituals, right? And eventually you're going to, it's like peeling the orange peels. You take them off. When you're at the center, you don't need to do any of that anymore. There's no need for it because you're at the reality. I don't do rituals. I experience the divine. The rituals that I do in terms of meditation is a form of intimacy rather than a thing to achieve. There's nothing to achieve. It's all here already. It's all around you. There's only different forms of intimacy. I do rituals with my druid friends in order to, as a community bonding, intimacy on the things that we share in common, right? The symbols are necessary, right? But other than that, I don't do any rituals at all or worship or anything like that. Sandra Lynn, good to see you, our good friend. Hope you are doing well, Sandra. It's always nice to see you. Who am I worshiping? My wife. My wife is the only thing that I go out and buy flowers for, make dinners for, open doors for, write poetry for. That is it. I don't do that for any other deities. Not really. I do write poetry for Caradwin and stuff, really. The goddess to me is in the face of every lady, and most of which in my wife. My wife is the greatest face of the divine to me. Can you share some advice with people that are struggling with mental health, perhaps to overcome it? You can't overcome it. It is a part of you. And there's nothing to overcome. It's like beating your head against the wall, wanting the wall to leave. You can't. Now, what you can do with your mental health is to recognize it as a way to become more spiritual, right? And how do you do that? You don't let it control you. You don't let your karma dictate your future and destiny. You use your mental health in a way that you can draw power from it, right? And this is the same thing with people who are dealing with addiction, right? For people who are in Alcoholics Anonymous and NA, and people who have addictions. That is your spirituality. You choosing to not let these things determine your fate, you become more powerful. Now, it doesn't feel like that, right? You're suffering, right? It doesn't feel like that. The suffering is not bad. It's what you're doing with the suffering that matters. When you're running for the pill, right? You're running for the joint. You're running for the booze, right? You're not dealing with your suffering anymore. And that's understandable at certain levels, right? And I'm not a doctor, so please don't take medical advice to me. But there's nothing in your life that you cannot transform and use as your spirituality, right? I've struggled with anxiety and fear. Most of my early life, I could not talk to people, right? But I've learned to change this problem that I have to empower me, right? Now I speak to thousands of people every day. There's hundreds and hundreds of people that come through here. And when I was working in a church, I would speak to thousands of people every month. I have used my weakness, the thing that wanted to keep me down. I have changed it to empower me. When I speak, there is power because I have that negativity, right? The negative and the positive, right? Learning to walk between those lines, learning to not let the things in your life determine your fate, but to use the things in your life to empower you, right? So that would be my advice: is don't fight it, use it. You don't hate your demons. Learn to dance with them. Dance with them where you're leading the dance rather than them, right? Let's see here. You won't run for a joint, you will walk to it. You are old. I quit running decades ago. Yeah, same here, my friend. Jesus is actually Satan. Well, it depends on who you are, basically. Yeah, you can't just watch stuff on YouTube and think it's Christian theology. I'm sorry to tell you that. People watch stuff on YouTube and they think it's a fact of life. When you read, you have like on YouTube people saying Jesus is Lucifer. The problem with that is that Lucifer was not even in the Bible to begin with. St. Jerome added that in as a description of when it's talking about the morning star falling. And then you go to Revelations, it talks about the morning star. You have to understand that ancient people, they didn't use the stars all in the same way, and the stars could have various meanings and context. So people who say that Satan and Jesus are the same, they don't know the context. You certainly have a right to your own conclusions, but that is not the context of the book. It's not trying to give you that type of message. One could easily conclude that corruption is the first condition of humanity. Age teaches caution and judgment. I don't see corruption as, there's certainly corruption in terms of our experience. So you're certainly true about that. Because our DNA can be corrupted. Our children receive our corruptions and our psychology and things of that nature, right? But the corruption really is stemmed from the fact of our state of evolution, that we have not arrived at a place of sufficiency and perfection yet. We have not come to the omega point, as Father Pierre Teilhardin would say. We are in a state of evolution. So the idea of corruption is something that takes place in the process of being perfected. It's not a negative always, right? It's a negative if it remains as it is, right? But even in your corruptions, even in your mistakes, you can build upon those and draw power from them, right? You could certainly learn from them. And that's how I see the human species is, we choose the wrong. We get corrupted in terms of our experience, but that isn't the end of the story, right? That is a stepping stone for our evolution, which is a spiritual process to me. I'm not talking about materialistic evolution. I don't draw a line between materialism and spirituality. It's all the same to me. Where's your maiden today? I don't know, damn it. What about the Anunnaki? You've been watching too much History Channel. The Anunnaki is one mythology amongst many. Now, you have a right to believe what you want, right? People want to see these. Now, think about that for a moment, about your humanity, that you are created as a subservient species to serve your taskmasters, these gods. What a terrible reality about what your origins, right? I think that is a terrible way to look at your humanity. I think the most appropriate way to see your humanity is divinity. William Blake said, Jesus is God, I am God, and so are you. To recognize your origins, not in some divine plan to make you a worshiper, to enslave you, but being part of a cosmic divine family that is in a state of growing, in a state of loving. I think that's more appropriate. The archetypes of fatherhood and motherhood and child. We all participate in this mystery. So I reject. Now, you could believe what you want. That's just my personal point of view. If you want to be a slave to deities and have a worship gene in you, I mean, that's your prerogative. I don't care, right? But that's my opinion. It's nothing to debate on, really, right? Because we're all speculating here. Daniel, you're wailing about your ears and your phone. You love bhakti devotion to Krishna. I want him as your husband, his divine realm. Well, I'm sure he wouldn't mind, right? The idea of divine eros, right, being married to your gods, I think is very appropriate. And this goes beyond the biological, right? You find in many mystical traditions this idea of intimacy that you would find in a bedchamber, right? For instance, the Song of Solomon, right? This sacred book in the Bible about making love to your partner as a divine encounter, right? The idea of divine eros is you have these experiences of divinity, father, mother, right, friend, but there's also lover. Lover is as you grow in this experience of the divinity, your intimacy will be one that of lover. And I'm not talking about biological love. Biological love points the direction to what you have in the divine. There's a climax, right? The climax is the revelation of that intimacy. All of the biology that took you to get to that point is unnecessary for the divinity, right? I don't believe gods get you off, right? I think that is a unique human manifestation for our biology. Let's see here. The cuneiform tablets from ancient Sumeria were only deciphered in the 1800s. Yeah, and thanks to artificial intelligence, we have the ultimate ways to explain these things now, right? There's so much knowledge is being revealed to us. Don't forget, my friends, as you're coming in, like and subscribe. I'm going to be here another hour or so, and then I'll be back around noon to play Arcanium with you. One of my community members, he donated yesterday because he wants me to play Arcanium. If somebody donates and wants me to play a game, that will be the game of the next day. So I'm going to be playing Arcanium today. If I get it running, I'm trying to get it running. I think I have it. Let's see here. Lord, accept every wish from devotee, so he will accept you as a wife. There's nothing wrong with wanting to love your God in the most intimate way. Nothing wrong with that at all, right? There's plenty of the divine to go around, right? He doesn't need us. We need him. Well, think about that for a moment. I want to stop you. The idea of God not needing you, right? What is that? You have to understand that God needing you is a decision on the part of the divine to love you in the ultimate way, to desire you, to want to be with you, right? That is one of the ultimate features of the divine, one that desires you. Now, how much greater of a God will you have if you're a God that desires to be with you, right? That's how I see divinity. I think humanity, the world, is the altar of the divine to love us. And that's how I understand God. God always is wanting to be with us, always desiring us. This idea that God doesn't need us. I mean, there's a theological context. God chooses to need us. God creates a hole in its heart that aches for you. Doesn't need to do that, but chooses to do that. God puts a hole in God's heart for you, right? God can do anything, right? God can put a hole in God's heart for you. God aching for you, desiring you. That's how I understand my God. You forgot how ancient it's 2001. Yeah, the Troika games. Yeah, there's another Troika game, the Temple of the Elemental Evil. That was a very popular one, right? Let's see. They just make stuff up. So what? Red is here. Good to see you, our good friend Red. Good to have you here. Let's see. You are Krishna is without our heart, but people cannot see him because of our bad karma and ego. Well, fuck him. I can't be saying that anymore. I said I wouldn't say that about gods anymore. Now, this idea that there's a barrier between us and the divine is bullshit. The idea that we can't, our bad karma and ego keeps Krishna away. I don't want him then at all. Screw him, right? I don't want a God who's separated from me, right? Now, on my part, my perception does not allow me to see what is already there. That's how I interpret that. For whatever reason, I have been taught not to see. I have been taught not to experience. I need the guide. I need the help to see again. I need to be reborn in order to perceive the kingdom that is here already, right? Let's see here. You thought the Krishna stopped in the... No, the Krishna Consciousness Foundation's been around for quite a long time. Yeah, the evangelical style that you see in airports and stuff, not as around, but the Krishna people in the United States have been around still, right? They got a big temple downtown Detroit. I'm doing good, Red. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well. Oh, look it. Fundamentalism is not foreign even to people who serve Lord Krishna. Let me see I want to see what they said here. There are some rules for us who practice. You cannot break that. Just as you live in any country. Screw your rules. Screw your rules, really. The gods that need you to follow rules, I'm not interested at all. You either love me or you don't. You have to create rules for me. I'm not interested in your Krishna. Sorry. Who am I worshiping? My wife. That's it. What if base reality, the smallest particles of matter, was conscious? Yeah, I see that. That's how I see the world. That even a grain of sand experiences the world, right? That everything around us is living, each in its own way. Yeah, the air we breathe, the elements of air, earth, and fire, right? These are all living realities that we share an experience with, each in our own way. We're all part of one web of life, my friend. I keep seeing the followers of Christ walking in infinite circles, but not all of them. Not all of them, right? If Jesus loves murderers, you don't want to love him? Well, that's too bad. I mean, you're no different than a murderer. You just haven't committed it. We share the same human nature as a murderer, right? Only loving people who get it right makes you a terrible human being, unfortunately, right? This is a terrible philosophy, right? The divine loves you unconditionally, no matter what bullshit you have done. And that doesn't mean they accept your bullshit, right? And we need to learn to love like that. We need to be able to learn to love our enemies. We need to learn to love others. As long as we're not doing that, we're never going to evolve as a species. Because when you're not loving another person, you're not loving yourself. You don't have to accept what they've done. But people change. People can be healed. People don't remain the same. They're going to remain the same if they're not being loved. When you find out that your God loves you, what happens to the criminals in jail, right? When they meet Jesus, they change. When they realize they've been loved, right? If they meet Krishna, what happens? They are changed. When they meet Muhammad, they are changed, right? When they realize they can be loved by their God, even though they've done all of these terrible things, they change. If you don't learn to love people like that, there's no hope for the world, my friends. Oh, let's see here. You love milk? Good for you. Oh, man. People have not changed since the creation of man. That's not what evolution teaches. Oh, man. You are, let's see. You want a goth baddie? Look at you. You love Lord Krishna unconditionally, but will I do something that it is like? Yeah, well, if you love Lord Krishna unconditionally, then you need to love the world around you unconditionally. It's easy to say you love your God unconditionally. It's another thing to live that way, right? People go to church every Sunday, right? That doesn't do anything at all. It's easy to do your religion. It's another thing to live it, right? How would you define love? I can't. I'm getting to know what it is. Now I feel on the other end of the divine, I feel this person always interested in me, wanting my best interest, always caring for me, always there for me, right? Now, I love my wife. I can't explain that, right? I want to give myself to her. I love my children. I want to be the best kind of parent. Love is really hard to define, is it not? Now, our chemicals in our body respond to this desire. Our body is situated to want to even give our own lives for our children and friends, right? Leave your wife and run away with me. Oh, you're adorable. You're adorable, right? Yeah. That happens a lot. When I start talking about love and things, people are like, I wish I had that, right? I'm not the only person who thinks this way. There's someone out there for you, right? There's someone out there for you. Yeah, find that person. Go on the quest. Do the difficult work. You know, before I met my wife, I chose to live a life of celibacy. I chose to search the inner world and to find the proper path. I fasted, and I searched the divine as, what do you want from me? What is it? Do you want me to be married? What do you want of my life? What is the best outcome for me? Right? I took it very seriously. And I heard a voice, and it said, by the end of, this was probably maybe September, October, after living a year of doing this, it said, by the end of summer, you're going to meet your wife. And I did. I remember it was the last week of August. I'm like, well, running out of time here. Maybe I'm crazy. And I met my wife. We were married 3 months later. Now, 26 years later, 8 children, 3 grandchildren. I took that mission very seriously. Now, you could pick whoever you want. We have apps, right? And you could work together and have a wonderful relationship, certainly. But when you start being very serious of treating the quest for that other person, right? You take it very seriously. Treat it as a quest for the Holy Grail, right? Don't settle for second best when it comes to your relationship. You find that person, because that person is certainly going to be looking for you, right? Satan worshiping, that's appropriate for talking about love, right? I love Father Bod, but I do not, not in a worshiping way. Yes, worship the Bod. Worship the Bod. Dating is too weird now, Bod. It might be. It might be for you, but in terms of your destiny, right? Some of us are not meant to be alone. There are those who are meant to be alone for destiny purposes, right? They need to go out and to live in this way in order to give themselves to the world. But some people are called to a relationship, right? And sometimes what we do, girl Jamie, is we make excuses of why we can't be loved, right? We say, well, for whatever reason, because we've been hurt, well, like, I'm not ready for a relationship. I don't want to do this. I can't be loved. I'm busy, so on and so forth. We make reasons why we cannot be loved. You don't have to do that. You're worthy of love. You're worthy of a gentleman or lady, whatever you prefer. Someone who wants to give their whole life to you, right? There's someone out there in the world that is like that. If you're willing to search for them, right? If you're willing to work with divinity and finding that person, they're out there. Make it a quest in your life. Start, creating intention in your mind and in your heart. Create this atmosphere of hope. You have to take the risk, right? Because the idea of being hurt is very real. But you are worthy of love. You are worthy. And you have to think that about yourself, that you are worthy to be loved, that you are wonderful. That is your first step. I'm the one you're looking for, probably. Yeah. Krishna's throwing his hands here around. Yeah. Fundamentalism, it's present in all religions, unfortunately. Cosmos, good to see you, my friend, the Cosmos. How have you been? Good to have you here, Cosmos. Yeah. You are 11.1 Azazazi Jew, 23andMe, well worth it. Look at you, you're trying to find love here. Israelis looking for love today. Let's see here. In this Catholic, all worth love. Love is the greatest thing you could quest for in your life, right? Oh, let's see here. Oh, Latin, yeah. The only thing Americans love more than anything is to hate. That's generalization. That's a generalization. Not all Americans are the same, right? Not all Americans. When you watch television, that's not America, right? We're all different over here, right? That's a generalization. Let's see. Everyone deserves to be loved. That's right. And to love someone dearly. Some people are just not ready and need to change a lot. Yeah. One of the greatest changes that you need to do is loving yourself and thinking that you have value and purpose. Many people are afraid to do that. They like to build walls around themselves, give themselves excuses of why they can't be loved, right? That is a big problem for a lot of people. And if you live that way, you're not going to be able to find that person who could meet you where you're at, right? Because you've built a wall that they have to climb over in order to get to you, right? You like Latin, it's great if you're trying to win a spelling bee. Or do we have one of those people here quoting Latin and shit like that? Sambo, what are you watching? Spiritual entertainment? Comedy and spirituality together, sometimes more one than the other. You don't understand what bees have to do with spelling. Damn it. Yeah. Good morning to you, Tyrone. Good to see you. Yeah. Whatever, Jake's. Yeah, whatever it takes, Jake. There's a B in spelling, but not B, damn it. Look at you. We got a spelling bee going on in the chat. Quotes some Latin shit. Yeah, you have like fundamentalist Roman Catholics that come on here and start quoting their Latin and shit, like it gives Jesus an erection, right? He doesn't care what language you're using, right? It's really ridiculous. Theo, nice to see you. You've changed your image again, my friend. Theo, our cold painter, is here. Yeah. I'm a wannabe Harry Potter. Well, you don't have to want to be a dick. You are one, right? I might be a wannabe Harry Potter, but you're a real dick. Yeah. Oh, man. The fictional enemy of humankind. Though before I leave, when walking through a forest, remember that you are entering a community older than your nation. Isn't that a powerful thing from our friend, the mountain man here? Thank you for sharing that. When you're walking into your woods, reorient your mindset to thinking you're walking into an experience, that there are realities here in these places, right? It's not just a backdrop that you're entering into. It's not just trees. There's a reality there that's much older than you are, that invites you into the experience, right? It's good to reorient your mind, to think about the world around you as living, right? Harry Potter made millions. Yes, he did. Yeah, he's like one of the most richest men in the world. The guy, Daniel Radcliffe. That's why he does like movies that you think are pretty shitty, right? He does these B movies. He does them for fun. He doesn't need to make any money at all. He has a franchise where he'll be able to be well into the millions always, forever. He doesn't ever have to worry about money. Now, some of his B movies are quite entertaining, right? I like the horror genre that he did about the Lady in Black. Did you see that one? That one was real good, right? The Lady in the Black. Very scary. That was a very scary one, right? Can I speak Latin? No. Abel, are you Egyptian? That sick is more than just magic. Guess where he's going to put it? Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness here, my friend. I don't want to give anyone splinters. You played a druid in D&D once. It's not the same kind. It's not the same kind. What's interesting about druidry in video games is you still have the archetype, that connection to nature. When you think about a druid in history, you think about nature, right? That is something that you are welcome to participate in. Now, I'm part of a druidic order, the order of bards, ovites, and druids. They have a certain way of doing it. But this is something that is common to all of us. And when every time you hear that word druid, what do you think of? You think of nature, right? You think of the natural. Don't forget, my friends, as you're coming in, to go up and touch that wonderful, wonderful like button up there. Spiritual entertainment, 7 days a week. I got 2 shows today. I'll be on tonight at 5 again for our evening edition of Voice of the Bard. And I will be on around 12 to play Arcanium, the video game. People like watching video games. That's what I do during the day, if you're interested in that. The older games, right? The older games. We have a lot of fun. Think about joining our community. You see the join button. You buy me a coffee. You get access to our Discord server. You get an Owen symbol next to your name. I do this for a living, and I live off of the support you all share with me here. If I don't get that support, it'll be a hobby again, right? But because people pay me, I do this every day. This is a 40-hour-a-week job. Today is a 10-hour day. I'm doing 3 different shows, and there's prep between those times as well. I do this for your entertainment leisure, and I appreciate people that can go up and touch the like button, subscribe, and go to that join button and buy me a coffee each month. That helps me to keep going. I plan on doing this the rest of my life. As long as you people keep paying, I will be here for the next 25 years, my friends. And we have a wonderful community. We play games together. We have fun conversations. We have a shit posting section on our Discord channel that's always fun, right? All kinds of humor, entertainment, people from different religions, people who are atheists, all together in one place, having a good time. Think about joining us. My allergies are getting to me, so I keep going on the side. It itch my nose here. You can call off of work. Oh, my goodness, yeah. To get your spiritual entertainment, right? Your spiritual addiction is out of hand. You're skipping work just to watch me, right? Yeah. I really appreciate people who enjoy what I do. I thank you. Some people watch me all day long, right? And that means a lot to me. It means that, I'm a part of your life, right? And that's very important to me. This is a cult of silliness. So what? We're having a good time. That's all that matters, right? Make your own damn coffee. Sorry, bro. My eyes are tired. Yeah, go back to sleep. Yeah. Free punch and pie. Yeah, we have free punch and pie in our cult. Yeah. You're off the next couple of days. You want to play a game? Girl Jamie, tomorrow night, 7 Days to Die. You can get it on Steam. I think it's on Xbox. I can't. It's cross-platform. You can join. We can go kill some zombies and build a house together and try to survive. I think we're on like day 3. I've died like maybe 20 times so far. I'm terrible at the game, but it's a lot of fun getting eaten by zombies. We're not prepared for the 7th. On the 7th day, the blood moon happens and the zombies go apeshit, right? And we're not prepared for that yet. I don't even have a gun. I have a bow and arrow. I mean, that's where I'm rolling it, right? So tomorrow night, you can play with us on our game. Last Wednesday was a lot of fun. Everyone was talking and having a good time. Look at this person's a sick person here. Your more 7-day, it's going to be epic. Look at you. I'm hilarious. Yeah, I'm an entertainer. Someone self-projecting in the chat. Yeah. This guy here with the icon of Christ in his image. What a shame. What an insult to Orthodox Christians you are. You're a terrible and wicked person, right? RPG, convert the zombies to your Cthulhu. Yeah, you can make them zomboids, right? Ozzy, good to see you. What wisdom are you blessing us peasants with today? Just the talking about love and nature and, having a good time in life, right? Oh, my. Have a wonderful day, Ellie. Take care at work. Have a good day, my friend. We'll see you again later. Am is too tough. Jesus loves you guys. Caradwin loves you. Caradwin loves you. Yeah. Blessed Latia. The solstice was a beautiful, beautiful experience. We call my community calls it Albin Helfen. This is what the last day when the sun is going to stay in place, right? All that light, that solar light, right, coming your way to enlighten your experience. Let's see. I think Jesus loves us. I'm not quite sure, though. Right. Jesus fanatics like to stream. Yeah, they do. 4 more times. Crom doesn't care, damn it. What is generally happening? Venus, I'm your Venus. I'm your desire. Right? Remember that beautiful song? Venus. Good to have you here. Entertainment, comedy and spirituality together in one place. For your entertainment leisure here. 7 days a week I am here every morning. And I'm going to be here tonight as well. Keep your eyes on the prize. Thank you, Chad. I will try. Good morning to you, Lito Hernandez. Lito, good to have you here, Lito. I'm your fire. Yeah, see, you know the song, right? I forgot the lyrics there for a moment. Yeah, beautiful song. Banana Republic, is that who sang that? Wonderful entertainers back in the 80s there. Let's see here. Win more BG3 Sunday. Sunday's our BG3 stream where we're in character. We still need one more player that wants to role play with us. We had a lot of fun. For about 3 hours, we were together starting out the game. That's going to be all. We're going to complete it together. It's all about role play. You get it? Good. I'm your pusher, Daniel. Have you watched Conan the Barbarian? The one with Arnold? Yeah, that was the better one. I don't like the one with Aquaman. That wasn't as good. I mean, it was an interesting movie when Aquaman did Conan, but I hope Arnold gives us Conan 3, where he is reigning as a king or something, has family issues or something. Arnold, if you're out there, please, we want Conan number 3. The one with Aquaman doesn't do it for me. Conan was such a wonderful film, and I still watch it every couple of years. I'll watch it. I mean, the way that it tells the story, the atmosphere. I mean, that is a movie that's going to be around forever, right? Conan the Barbarian, Conan the Destroyer. They have a Conan tabletop game. Probably people don't play anymore in the world. But back in the 80s, I think they had a Conan tabletop game. I don't know what edition it used or what gaming system was used, right? But Conan is an interesting world. There was a video game, an online video game of Conan, right? People really enjoyed that, right? That was a really fun thing to do. I don't know if it's still around and people play the Conan game anymore. Love you, Bard. Enjoy your. Take care, Joshua. Take care. 69 likes. It's better than 67. Yeah. Let's get that to 100. I'm going to be here for another 30 minutes, my friends. Don't forget to touch it. Touch like, subscribe. I do this every day. I am here for your entertainment leisure, my friends. Spiritual entertainment, 7 days a week. I am here. Comedy and spirituality together in one place. Kevin, our resident mythicist, Conan novels are deeper than people think. Yeah, there's a whole book series, right? The wonderful, wonderful mythology, right? Yeah, I was always in Conan the Destroyer. That I was always fascinated with that religion of those people who are worshiping the dreaming god. I mean, that was very interesting and fascinating, right? A lot of gameplay. It's good to see you, our good friend. Conan Exiles. People still do play it. People still do play it. Maybe we'll play that together as a community. We'll do some Conan Exiles. You know, it'd be a fun multiplayer game, the Moria one, where you're the dwarves. I have that game on my Epic account. It is multiplayer. That would be a fun. The Moria. I mean, that's a beautiful game. The Moria game. That's a lot of fun. If you played the Moria game, it doesn't really have a lot of attention. But I mean, if you like Lord of the Rings and you like Minecraft, I mean, that Moria game is beautiful. It's a beautiful and well done game. Kool-Aid Conan busting through the walls. Can I turn into a squirrel for $20? Yeah. Give me $20 and I will transform. You like watching Conan in his loincloth. Oh, so you watch Conan for eroticism. Not for punching camels, but for erections. The Black Conan? No, I never seen that one before. Minds of Morality is cool. Yeah. Do I read Lovecraft? No, I played the video games. I also worship Cthulhu. Yeah. Yeah, Cthulhu, if you're a gamer, a tabletop gamer, you know, those Arkham horrors, those are pretty popular, right? But Cthulhu is coming to the Forgotten Realms. The Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast, they are bringing him into like the next Curse of Strahd world, I think, or something. There's work. Is the Discord still open? Of course it is. For the price of a cup of coffee, you see that join button there? You buy me coffee, you can join our wonderful Discord community. And so we have a wonderful group of people on there from all different experiences. You have no clue who Conan is. You don't know who Conan is? Oh my goodness. Conan is the greatest barbarian who ever lived. Wow. Hello, Joe. Good to see you. Joe Mendoza. Good to have you here, Joe. Your wife hates when I watch Conan. The story does something to your soul, though. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful story, right? It's a beautiful story. You can get the Discord link when you do the join button. There'll be a members only tab that will pop up, and then you'll see the link in there. Buy me a cup of coffee, small, medium, or large. Think about it. I provide entertainment for all of you all month long, every day of the week. The least you can do is buy me a cup of coffee, small, medium, or large, to support this great work that I do. And when you go to the join button, you buy me a coffee, Discord link pops up in the members only tab. You get all kinds of emojis. That's the way in, right? Mindcrawler, good to see you. Judd, the science where he's talking about trust with sun and only trust the knife, amazing scene. Oh yeah, the beginning scene where the Conan is talking to his father, right? About Crom and the riddle of steel. Yeah, the governator, that's what he became, right? He became the governator, right? Yeah, he's a wonderful entertainer, Arnold, right? He's a wonderful. I don't know about politician. I never lived over there, so I wouldn't know, right? Yeah, Crom was actually worshipped deity. In human history, there was a Crom. Irish Clips. Yeah, he's got a fun channel. He got really nice animals and things that, go check out their channel there, the Irish Clips friend here. Wonderful clips of animals and things from forest cams and things. Lots of fun. Might be Conan from the Cosby Show. Oh, damn. That's a different context there, right? Show me the rabbit. The rabbit's downstairs. I showed the tortoise earlier. The tortoise was on here today. My friends, I need 25 more likes up there. Help a bot out. Double tap your screen. Go up and touch the like button at the top. I do this for a living. I appreciate people that can tap that screen. Panhandling for coffee is interesting. Yeah. Jennifer, this is how I make a living. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I have to. This is what I do to support my family. There's nothing wrong with that at all. The Robert Howard guy knew about esoteric themes in history. The author of Conan, right? That's what makes when somebody writes about these fantasy things. What really gets you is not the sword and the boards, right? It's the mythology. The mythology of a world is really what draws people in. And I, as a dungeon master, I've been playing D&D forever. The lore of the world is really that brings people into the experience. They feel a part of it. They feel that the story as they're living it out. And when you're like reading like Lord of the Rings, it's the mythology that really brings you into the experience, right? That makes you keep coming back to it. Mythology is not a fiction. It is a world that exists. It is a world of symbol that you participate in. It's part of your inner reality. So that's the power that you find in like Conan, right? Why people keep watching it over and over again, right? Get a real job, fuck off. This is my job, Johnny. Who's the queen? My wife. Jesus. Oh man, you like watching loincloth. You like watching Conan for his private parts. Well, good for you. Good for you. Yeah, that would have been great to see Grace Jones and Conan go at it, right? She's a powerful, powerful person, Grace Jones. She was the crazy lady with she had like, what was her weapon? It was a stick, right? Grace Jones, wonderful actor during that time period, right? And model. She was a model, right? Conan is king. Coming to a theater near you. I hope so. We need that conclusion. We need that climax. Arnold, if you're watching, please, Conan 3. We need that. We need that closure. All of us people from the 80s, we need you to do that final film for us, right? Middle Earth really existed. It does. It's a spiritual world. When Tolkien was writing, he was not making shit up. He was articulating an experience that is something that we all share in our psychology, in our inner world. On his part, on his creativity, he put a face on that, with his characters and things. But the Middle Earth is very real, but it is a symbolic reality that we all share together. And that's what mythology does. Mythology helps you to go to that inner place that is very real, where it tells our stories of overcoming the darkness, of battling our demons, battling our barlogs, right? Oh, let's see here. Middle Earth here. Congregating Cop, Kindergarten Cop. It's not the tumor. Yeah, that was his best comedy film. Kindergarten Cop and Twins. I mean, those were like comedy gold there. Kindergarten Cop. I mean, that was funny as hell. Boys have a penis, girl have a vagina, right? I mean, that was comedy gold. Kindergarten Cop, one of his best movies. Mayday on James Bond. I don't remember that one. The sun should have a face. Reminds me of the Teletubbies. No, we talked about those dark creatures yesterday. The Teletubbies. They scared the shit out of me. I never let my kids watch them because I was afraid of them. They're scary. The Teletubbies, they came out in the 90s, right? Scared the shit out of me. Tinky Winky, I thought he wanted to touch me in an appropriate way, right? Middle Earth is the astral plane. Middle Earth is just a description of something we all share on the inside, the inner world. If your inner world's an astral plane, then so be it, right? Trinity, Ivy Moon, our wonderful friend here, our good friend. Good to have you here for your entertainment leisure, our friend Trinity. Don't forget, my friends, like button. I need 20 more before I leave. 20 more likes, my friends. Spiritual entertainment, 7 days a week. I'm here for your entertainment leisure. Come back home, bro. It's great. Ash Peaceful, what is home for you? Home is my inner world. What about you? What do you mean, come home? I mean, I'm in my house right now. What do you mean, come home? Did I ever leave home? I mean, what do you mean by come home, bro? Beowulf is the greatest story ever told. Yeah, it's a powerful tale, a Beowulf, right? And did you ever see the Beowulf cartoon? That was well done. That came out, 2005 or something? That was well done. The Beowulf had Angela Jolie as the dragon, right? Grendel, powerful story. Keep hitting the like for the bard. It's free, easy, and it gives you a sexual release. Thank you. Right there. See it? Right at the top of there. If Conan would have fought naked, he would have been more popular than Beowulf. Yeah. That was like the best scene, right? In Beowulf, the wrestling that troll naked. Yeah. Arnie's too old to play Conan. He was Terminator a few years ago. I mean, he is in great health. He could certainly do it again. But as like a king, he could be the king, right? And we have all kinds of technologies to make him look young. And I mean, there's all different things we could do with Conan, right? Perseus was a girl. You think so? That is the myth. You think Perseus was a female? I don't know. Look at Scott. He comes on here and bitches every day. Scott, you keep calling me a nutcase every day. Why do you come here? What benefits you? This is, to me, that's a little bit of mental illness on your part, where you keep repeating the same behavior over and over again, which is unnecessary. You don't have to be here, Scott. Beowulf movie was good. You loved it? Yeah, it was good. You mean Achilles? No, Achilles was a man. Yeah, Achilles was certainly a man. Women did not fight in the war on armies and things in ancient Greece. He was certainly a man. Yeah, you don't know why, but the painting behind you feels satanic. It's because you've been brainwashed. That's why. You're part of a religious tradition that says everything. This is part of my cultural heritage of my ancestors. And you're calling it satanic. See, you've been brainwashed. Or you're just being a dick, one or the other. Right? You just took a shit and that was satanic. Oh, man. Quiet Take, nice to see you. Quiet Take, good to have you here for your entertainment privilege. Go up and touch the like button, my friend. I need 20 more likes before I leave today. Going to be back around 12 as well to play an Arcanium, the old video game from the 2000s. And then I'll be back tonight for Voice of the Bard in the evening. Tuesdays and Mondays, long days during the summertime. The books had Conan still adventuring in the 70s. So you read all of the wonderful Conan books, right? Yeah. You're obsessed with obsession. Scott has a man crush. Oh, so he's blaming me for his erection. I see. Scott, it's not my fault your wiener's hard. That's your problem. I need help, see a doctor. I'm not the one getting a boner and watching me. You're doing that. You're doing that, Scott. I'm not the source of your erection. You are. The way you're looking upon me, being aroused, that's not my fault. You're objectifying me, right? And I think that's unfair to me to be a sexual object because you're not giving me $20, right? I think that's unfair that I'm granting you this erotic desire and you're not paying me. I think that's totally unfair. Scott needs a girlfriend. The Achilles heel, yeah. Scott's a troll. Yeah, he's just a little penis. Yeah. You're a doctor, and I say you sit. Thank you. We have lots of physicians on here that think I am physically fit to provide you the finest in entertainment. Yeah, we have all kinds of different people here from different walks of life. I am really sorry I didn't know that it was your traditional painting. I thought you were Illuminati. Yeah, Illuminati is mostly fantasy. It's not real, right? Christian fundamentalism has these ideologies that are terrible about the world they live in. And they like to demonize certain people and groups because of the symbols they have. I mean, even though my ancestors, when they became Christian, the pentacle meant the 5 wounds of Christ, right? It has different context in history. But unfortunately, for the modern fundamentalist Christian, everything's the devil, right? They've been taught to be afraid of everything because they're being controlled. They're being manipulated, right? I need to see a doctor. You just had the doctor speak to you. Hush your child. Oh, Billy, I'm sorry. Mother Billy, I'm sorry for speaking. I'm a hairy wizard. Well, some people would say that. Yeah, tap twice, subscribe, my friends. Donate, help the bot out. I do this for a living. I do this for a living. Rest in peace, Hagrid. Yeah, he was a wonderful actor, right? Great memories of the great giant Hagrid. With the situation I know was destroyed, just cause one, if they knew about it, apparently still honor the ones who did it. I don't know the context of what you're saying there. Law, not Illuminati, yes. They have the book and don't question it like normal people do, right? Yeah, people enjoy being enslaved, right, to their religions. It's hard to make decisions for yourself in the world. It's easy when someone else is doing it for you. So they just go with the flow, right? Anything fun is satanic. Football is the devil. Yeah, everything, right? Yeah, yes, I do this for a living. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that at all. And we're doing quite well. We continue to grow. You know, in a year, we're about to hit 60K, probably by the end of the day or tomorrow morning, right? We're doing quite well. And I thank you for all the people that like and subscribe and buy me cups of coffee. Thank you so much for doing that, keeping me coming back here every day, having these conversations with you. Scott is a creeper, yeah. I can only see what he's doing behind the screen. I can only imagine, right? Why are you carrying a stick in the air of guns? I don't use it as a weapon. I use it for walking. I'm old. Guns can't support my body. Christians steal everything. I saw a Christian last night saying the green man was a Christian deity. Yeah, well, the green man really is open to speculation, right? Stealing and borrowing are not the same thing. The symbolism is common to our humanity. And there's nothing wrong with using what your neighbors use to articulate your experience, right? Oh, my Ariana, the Moon Queen is here. Yeah, Ariana, our Moon Queen, has graced us with the illumination of her presence. Thank you for being here. Oh, great Queen, please bless me with a like up there. like the stream, my great moon queen. 7 days a week. You're welcome, my friend Zerg. And he has a nice channel too. Zerg here makes cool memes. Let's see. We're old. Yeah, we are old. The world's just moving past us, right? We are fading away. Am I a Christian? No, I am not. I am a dude who looks like Saddam Hussein. Oh, look at you. You are a dude who looks like Saddam Hussein. And you like dressing up like a lady and being a moon queen. That's wonderful. Yeah. The bride of Lord Nicholas. Is that what you are? You are the bride of Lord Nicholas, the great one. Yeah. Lord Nicholas is my personal Lord and Savior. Yeah. Fugham means to collect or steal. Really? Oh, I don't know. DL Kane 1, nice to see you. Good. Yeah, I finally converted to Lord Nicholas. I just take my heart, Lord Nicholas, and I go around preaching the good word of Nicholas to all people. Yeah. You didn't get the joke? Yeah, I did. Latasha, our good friend. Good to have you here, our good friend Latasha. Always nice to see you. Don't forget, I need 15 more of those, my friends. 15 more is all I need to end my day here. 15 more likes, my friends. Ho, ho, ho. We got Santa Claus here. Praise Lord Nicholas, yes. He is the ultimate power in the universe. I have taken up meditating on my toilet as well. And, the bowel movement after I'm finished, I flush in honor of Lord Nicholas. Yeah. Lord Nicholas is our new YouTube deity that has come in the right time of history to lead us all into a proper bowel movement. Let's see. What is your religion called? Nicholasism. Lord Nicholasism. We meditate on our toilets for world peace while lifting dumbbells. Yeah. A family that worships the one true God is a family to be a part of. Yes. And Lord Nicholas is it, right? What do you think of the Count of Saint Germain? I think people like, does he really have a presence anymore? You have these different movements in terms of New Age spirituality, finding people in history and making them more than they should be, right? I don't know much about it. I remember watching something there, Saint Germain, he is great, Saint Germain. A lot of stuff in the modern occultism and New Age to me is very self-centered. They just use like Saint Germain as an excuse, right, to live out their self-centeredness. It really doesn't help anybody in the world but themselves, right? And I'm not talking about exploring. I'm not talking about trying to know your world and experimenting with spirituality. But there's a lot of things in New Age practice that is very self-centered, that just is for your own vanity, that doesn't do shit for the world, right? Let's see here. Volatar said it best. Yeah. They say Germain was immortal. Yeah. I don't know anything about it, right? Why am I wearing a raincoat? Because it storms here, where I am in Florida. There's a storm every damn night during the summer of June, right? It storms every damn night here. Praise Ariana. I will deliver your message. Much appreciated. Thank you for the spouse of Lord Nicholas here. The lover undercover, spreading the good word of Nicholas to all the realm. Yeah. You can join my cult. Yes, go up to the like button, like, subscribe, then go to the join button. That will get you in. We got specialized circumcisions going on every day for new community members. 39 times a day, yes. But you have to drink the Kool-Aid first, and our Kool-Aid gets you high. It gets you high, right? Keep your eyes open. Were you the one who reached out to me on Discord about that book, Caradwin? Was that you? Your image looks familiar there. Someone asked me about a good book about ancestral tradition in terms of what's Celtic, and I recommended the book by Christopher Hughes about Caradwin. I thought that was like the most appropriate one. Where are we at? You truly believe Nicholas actually knows we're playing and acting? Yes, he is the ultimate power in the universe. The coach of algorithm. Oh my, Al Gore, right? Al Gore, like Igor. Oh man, you're not a bukaka. What is that? You don't think it was you? It might have been someone else. Okay. Tell us your story about how you met Lord Nicholas. Oh my, it was a vision. He had came to me. I was taking a shit, and I was really constipated, and I saw a man on a toilet humming the secret chants, and I began to join in, and my bowel movement happened. And now I've committed my whole life to Lord Nicholas after that. Yeah. You found Nicholas in a bowl of cereal. Look at that. Yeah, you were trying to eat healthy for your bowel movement. You were eating some Wheaties, and Lord Nicholas appeared on the box, right? He is the ultimate power in the universe. Let's not go there. Yeah. That really enlightened me. The singular YouTube comment has made me realize how wrong I am. I'll start going to church and reading the Bible. What did he say? I want to see what he said here. He said, Jesus doesn't want us doing this. It's demonic. Yeah. Everyone listen to him. He is right. We're all doing diabolical things here. All kinds of dark powers are at work here as I speak. As I speak, this is taking place here. Listen to the dad here. He knows all of the wisdom in the universe here. Some of your best visions came to you on the throne. Lord Nicholas appeared to you there as well, right? He's leading us in the proper bowel movement. The Shroud of Nicholas, right? Salvatore is on the phone. He wants to add your character to his next book. If Lord Nicholas approves. If Lord Nicholas approves. Good morning, Dr. Mantis. Good to see you, our good friend. Your wife was on yesterday. Last night, telling how you watched my show together. You have good laughs. That was wonderful that your wife was able to share that with us. Our wonderful friend, Dr. Mantis, is here. Good to have you. My friends, as you're coming in, up there, I need 14 more likes. Like, subscribe, join. Spiritual entertainment, 7 days a week here. The wieners are very mild. Yeah. You like having group get-togethers with 5 gentlemen. Yeah, with the hamburgers in their hands. Interesting. Yeah, all kinds of new perversions here I learned about people on YouTube. Yeah. It was after you traveled, he released your constipation, Lord Nicholas. Yeah, I think it has to do something with the dumbbells that he has in his hand, right? It sends a message through the porcelain thrones. Yeah. He was telling you, you were glad she finally checked out your stream on her own. Look at that. Yeah. The bar here is for family entertainment, as long as you're over 18, right? Because we got a lot of perverts on here, like these people screwing hamburgers earlier. There's all kinds of perverts on here. I don't let my kids watch it either. Sometimes they hear me in the other room, and I have to explain. They're like, tell us what's a gay Jewish sorcerer. What does that mean? So I have to explain these things to my children when they hear it. He got his wad of hundreds, and he's ready to plow. Ooh, really? Well, what religion is this? Spiritual entertainment, 7 days a week. Nothing more, nothing less. Like button. 12 more. Help about out. Let's see here. Hamburger heathens, right? We need to convert them to Lord Nicholas. Hands up on the pervert thing. That was you. Yeah, leave my hamburgers alone. I'm tired. At one time I had to go to the bathroom at Burger King. And there you were, with all of your strange perversions there in the bathroom sink, with your hamburger and your French fries. I'll never forget the sight of what was taking place in there. Someone should have called the authorities. I thought that was most inappropriate. The old, gone, and proud. Gay Jewish sorcerer sounds like the best lawyer. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ben Stiller, you think is a gay Jewish sorcerer? Perhaps. Yeah. Tough issues to explain to children. Yeah. Yeah, certainly, right? Certainly. 10 more, friends. 10 more likes. Like, subscribe, join. Like, subscribe, join. Good to see you. Oswego. You make a good cheese, right? Not in the sink, yeah. They're perverts, right? They just can't control themselves. Shay Campbell Jackson has returned to us. Good to see you, our good friend Shay Campbell Jackson. Good to see you for your entertainment purpose here. The Lion, the Witch Robe, and the Gay Sorcerer here. You started blasting. Oh, look at you. What are you blasting, my friend? I look like a D&D character because I am. And in the evenings, when I'm playing D&D, Thursdays and Friday nights, D&D here, live streamed. D&D live streamed here. Paul Rudd is definitely, yeah, he doesn't age, right? He's like 55 years old. And he looks like he's still in his 20s, right? I think he's a vampire. Him and Jared Leto, right? They're like the Interview with the Vampire couple. Jared Leto and Paul Rudd, right? They're vampires, right? Do I like the post? Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate you, Shay. Thank you for getting people involved in our community. You are extra, extra happy. Tell us about your happiness. What has got you going today? Jerry Can, good to see you. It's about the implications. Oh my goodness, here. You are blasting your revolver. You are enjoying your weaponry. Look at you. Yeah. When you were a kid, your high-rise apartment, 3 a.m., was humid. The street lights reflected blood red in the clouds. Your older brother told me to get ready. It was Judgment Day. And then Nicholas appeared to you. Yeah. You want to revert to Lord Nicholas? Yeah. He's the ultimate power in the universe. Yeah. What's the symbolism of the deer? This is the Knight of Pentangles tarot card. It's all like a Celtic. This is Sir Gawain. There's Sir Gawain there. I mean, it's all Celtic theme, right? You are 44. Everything thinks I'm 30. It's the baby oil. That's what it does. Yeah, I'm going to be 50 years old next month, right? I was still getting carded for beer until I was like 48 because I take lots of vitamins. It kept me healthy. Oh, let's see here. Rain-scented candles. Oh, my. Let's see. Gotta pay the toll to get inside the boy's soul. Ooh, yes. Go to the join button. Right there. You want to get inside of my soul. You see that join button? Buy me a coffee. Small, medium, or large. Right there. You see it? That will get you inside of my... It'll also get you access to our Discord server. 6 more likes, my friend. I'm almost there. 6 more likes and I can retire for the day and return back to you at 12 o'clock to play Arcanium, an old classic game. And then tonight I will be here for your evening experience of Voice of the Bard. Yeah. Oh, where are we at here? That's an awesome comment. Yeah. Let's see. How many wives can you have in this religion? As many as you want. Yeah. Whatever suits your entertainment and leisure, right? That's all that it takes, right? You think Kevin is joking? Yeah. Larry, you like Satan? I don't care. Whatever you want to do. Lord Nicholas for me. Lord Nicholas is the ultimate power in the universe. Oh, man. Oh, man, look at that nose and eyes there. Oh, shit. It is the icon of Lord Nicholas. The eyes and the nostrils. He's always watching. Lord Nicholas's presence is always here. He's always watching everything that you're doing. As he is chanting on the toilet, he astral projects throughout the world, speaking to people everywhere. Lord Nicholas, right? He is the ultimate power in the universe. Spiritual entertainment, my friends, 7 days a week. 4 more. I need 4 more likes. Help about out. 4 more, my friends. Baby oil on your face. You're not joking. You don't do it for sexual pleasure. You just like oiling yourself up to keep yourself looking young and gleamy, right? That's how you roll, right? 6, 7, sticky in your hands. Well, I'm not into the millennial perversions. What you're doing with we talked about that last night. If you watched last night, my wife got home. We were on page 5 in the Kumasatra, so I had to let everyone go so we could finish the story. And 6, 7 is not in the Kumasatra. We talked about that last night. The millennial perversions and these new positions that are kind of the geometry of it. I don't know how they pulled it off. The 6, 7. It's really something very bizarre to me. You started playing BG3 again after watching the stream the other day. Well, why don't you join us in our game on Friday? I don't know how the multiplayer works. We've already got the people made their characters, and then we have Shadowheart now in the party. I don't know once the multiplayer gets started if you could still make a character or you have to take what is there. I'm not sure how that works out because I've never done like a multiplayer playthrough before. But you're certainly welcome to join us on Sunday. If you like role-playing, that's what we're doing. We're not like completionists. We're not exploring every nook and cranny. We're playing it in a real, role-play style where the environment dictates your destiny in terms of the gameplay. You like Diddy Oils. Well, good for you. You like the audio book of the Kumasatra. Look at you. Now, I've never got the audio. Maybe the video book would be a lot of fun, too. The video book of the Kumasatra. Oh, my goodness, yeah. Your nephew's doing what to you? What to you? I am in Radia. It's 4 p.m. What time is it so I can join the Discord? Our Discord is international. So we have people from all over the world on there. Right now for me, it is going on 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But we have people from all over the world there. Yeah, go to your join button. You buy me a coffee and a members only tab will appear on my page and there will be a link for our Discord community. Yeah, there's people there from all over the world, from all religions and people from not religion, just having a good time together. Let's see here. You have Saudi Arabia is where you are from. Saudi Arabia. 6, 7 is the symbol of unequal scale. That only the impure of heart, right? Practice the 6, 7. Or if you're perverts. 3 more likes up there. Like, subscribe, my friends. 3 more. Before I go, I must have 3 more likes. My entertainment will be complete. And then I'll be back in about 3 hours to do some wonderful, wonderful fun with you playing Arcanium. If I can get it running on my OBS, right? You are from Indy? Well, welcome. Lots of rich Americans here. Yeah, start, donating if you're a rich American. Help a bot out. 1 more like, my friends, to complete my day. 2 more likes. Spiritual entertainment 7 days a week. All hail the 6, 7. No, we don't do that millennial perverted shit here. Is that Satan symbol? Yeah, I worship Satan. Yep, Satan. Yep. Have I looked into Kadir? What the hell is that? I don't know what Kadir is. The Gothic wicked dragon here. Where's the demon at? Am I a demon to you? Is that what you're saying? That I am a demon? Would you think a Gothic wicked dragon would be open-minded. Yeah, I mean, you have all of this, stuff in your name, where now you've revealed your Christian fundamentalism to us, right? All right, look at this. We got to 100, my friends. Ahmed is here. Yeah, I appreciate you, Ahmed. Hail, Lord Nicholas, damn it. Yeah, thank you for my friends. We got to where we're supposed to be. I appreciate you very much. If you like watching video games, I'll be back around 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to play Arcanium. Is that how you say it? Probably. It's a steampunk game from the early 2000s. And then I'll be back tonight about 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for The Voice of the Bard, where the comedy gets real thick in the evening. People get all wild and naked and stuff and have all of these desires, and they come on here. And we try to deal with them. I provide mental health counseling for the 6-7 perverts out there. All right, my friends, I will see you later. Have a great rest of your day.